Okay. Okay, good morning. Okay, good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay, so today we are live with another interesting topic to discuss with our special invited guest. Okay, so before we start, okay, so this month theme is about passions. Okay, so follow your passions. Okay, so today topic we're going to talk about passions in the human resource field. Okay, so as we know that, okay, HR is passionate about people, is about employees in the organization. So in the simplest term, the HR department is a group who is responsible for managing the employee's life cycle. Okay, for example, in terms of recruiting, okay, hiring, onboarding, training, and terminating employees, and also in charge about employees' benefit in terms of salary, okay, in terms of annual leave and etc. Okay, so as we know that HRM is one of the tough job because it requires huge responsibility and dedications toward the company and employer in the employees in the organization. Okay, so actually, working in HR sometimes can be very hard and very challenging because HR will deal with different kinds. You're going to deal with people that have a different personality, different backgrounds. Okay, different what we call in terms of diversity. Okay, so what make people very passionate about their job? Okay, so today topic is about how do you sustain your passions in the HR career. So, to further talk about this topic, so let me welcome our beautiful panel, okay, Miss Cheryl, okay. So, she is a human resource from KLAE Groups, okay. So, please welcome Miss Cheryl. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hi. How are you?
Hello, hi. Good morning, Katie. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So, we work from home.
Yes, for now, yes, because I'm CEO, right? So we are working from home for past 2 weeks already lah.
Oh, I
Uh,
see. Okay. Okay. So, can we
okay.
start, Cheryl? Can we?
Can, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, so from my first questions from me, okay, so Miss Cheryl, can you share with us what make you a passionate being in human resource?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you, Miss Katie, lah, because you invite me to this to talk about this special working in HR. So I really hope that I would be able to share with you my experience in HR.
Okay.
Okay. To be honest, actually, I did not choose to be a HR. Yeah, it's my parents choose for me lah, because well you said like people said like that your parents choose for you is the best, right? So I believe in that, and that's why I am right now lah, a
Okay.
HR. So my career in HR started when I managed to secure a position as HR and admin assistant in private college lah during internship, and after that they offered me a full-time position. So I was a very lucky person because when I'm still in a very green about HR world, I have a very kind-hearted and thoughtful supervisor who makes me fall in love with my HR role lah. So my supervisor had taught me that HR is all about people. Uh, and we as HR, we need to make everyone love us and we take care of them in best possible way lah. So this value suit me very well because actually I am a person that is full with love. So this value has been with me since then, and it become my core to my career principle lah until now. Okay. you see, when you love people, right, we will feel determined enough to bring changes in their life or to level up their life lah. So I found that profession give me more authority in bringing the changes in the organization for staff lah. Like it can be in policy making or doing appraisal, employee engagement. All this give me the satisfaction and keep me high spirit, and yes, become it and passionate about to work in this field, something like that.
Okay, I
Okay.
see. Okay, so
Hmm.
that's the point. Okay, so actually, guys, okay, just want to inform you. Actually, me and Miss Cheryl is actually one batch. We are come from
Yes.
Unimas, Mesti Malaysia Sarawak, right? So we are
Mm.
taking the same courses, degree in HRD, right? Human Resource
Yes.
Development. Okay,
Mm.
okay. So Miss Cheryl, okay. So second question. Okay, so some people wonder, okay, what actually do HR people do? So from your own experience and from your own expertise, what do normally HR people do within organization actually?
Okay. There's no doubt that HR is really most important department in a company. Why? Because they are the one who is responsible in managing employee life cycle lah. Just what you said before this. Started from recruiting, all involve hiring, onboarding, their how to develop them, to train them, and yes, payroll processing, and very least to do is to terminate employees. Okay, so like big company, they may have many HR department with different function, while a small company have only one or two HR people that handling all HR function.
Oh,
So I work in SME with less than 50 people working there, and I'm handling full spectrum of HR lah. Uh, I involved in recruiting candidates, hiring, processing of payroll, conducting disciplinary action, and the best thing I like to do is to update our company policy,
oh,
and also reward and benefit.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
this
So
is
that
a
was
very
very
uh,
interesting and very
yes,
sensitive.
it's very that is very PNC.
Yeah,
Okay.
very sensitive, correct? Okay. So Miss
Okay.
Cheryl, so, in your opinion, so is it HR is important, and do we need HR in every organization? Either the
Yes.
organization, yes. Okay.
Mm. Yes, we do need HR in company lah. Why? As I mentioned before lah, because they are the one who responsible uh, to help employee in A to Z. Something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So from my experience lah, um, HR is the one staff we run to in everything, every single thing. Okay, like a small thing also they run to HR. Like HR, I need a pen. Okay, you need blue or black. So we are the one who provide them, and then they also the one who they run to you like, oh HR, my aircon not that cold. How So hello technician. So we are the one who call the technician. And then the funny thing is like we are like human doctor, like they will come to us. Oh HR, I stomach ache, I headache, or what I need to do. So that's all the small thing that makes HR important actually. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Very interesting. Okay. So you are a doctor. Everyone is
Uh,
looking at you.
mm,
Sarah, where's my pants? Where's my A4 paper? Right?
yes,
Okay.
that's why. Mm,
Okay, move to the third questions. Okay, actually, in MAIC, Masa Avenue International College, we are offering a diploma in human resource management. Okay,
okay. Mm.
So a lot of people, not a lot of people, a lot of students, they are asking, is it HR is a good career? Is it HR get a high salary? Boleh ke? Senang ke dapat kerja?
Mm.
Something like that lah, okay? So from your
Mm.
experience as well, do you think that HR can be a good career opportunity, especially for people that are pursue their study in human resource field?
Oh, okay. For in my opinion lah, okay, HR is a really great field to get into. Okay, you think of other things that people can do, like for example, engineering company. They only need project manager if they have project to manage, and like architect company, they only need architect if they have building to design. So, but every company that has employee, they need to manage payroll. Uh, they need someone to deal with their leave and benefit. They need someone to deal with the reward and business and all this medical insurance along with other perks. How about compliance in EA? How about staff compensation? How about staff training and staff professional development? Hiring, who's the one going to hire, and who's the one who going to firing. So this list of things that HR professional do is goes on and go and on lah. So no matter what is the type of company business, they need HR professional. And yes, HR people is always busy people in the company. So uh, whether you like it or not, they will always a need for HR as long as people are working. So the
Yeah,
opportunity is everywhere.
yeah.
So I think that's HR is a very good career to uh, get into lah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm agree with you, Miss Cheryl. Okay, because every company you need a HR people. Okay, we
Yes,
deal with
that's right.
salary, annual leave, kan, benefit.
Yeah.
I mean that promotion. So everyone is deal with. So HR deal with that kinds of matter.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so Miss Cheryl. Okay, now you I mean that from your expertise. Okay, so can you share with us? Okay, what is one thing that you enjoy most working in HR, and what is the one that you find very challenging working in HR? Yeah. So we have
Okay.
good
Mm.
memory, bad memory. Okay, something like that.
Bad memory, good memory. Okay, for the good memory lah, what I enjoy working in HR is I enjoy managing payroll. Uh, Payroll, it's about calculating people's salary. It's kind of fun, like you can see all the salary each of the person inside without PNC. And in your heart you will think of many things. Oh, this one, sikit je kerja tingginya salary dia, something like that lah.
Okay, okay.
So it's very enjoying lah. And then I'm the person who like to do calculation,
Mm-hmm.
to work with computers.
With numbers.
So mm, so managing payroll is a very enjoying formula, and I also like the end product of payroll. You know why? Because staff, they really get anxious. When is their salary coming in? When is the salary coming in? So they always come to me, Cheryl, bila salary masuk? Bila salary masuk? Then I said, oh, okay, okay. Tunggu, tunggu, tunggu. Then when I ask them to check their bank statement, it's already there. Yeah, they're bursting into happiness. I like to see their reaction actually. So
Okay.
that's the most. Of course, like you also, when you get your salary, you will happy, right?
Oh, of course, everyone we thanks, Miss Cheryl, thanks for having us. So thanks.
Yeah, they're thanking me also. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's very good. So okay, and another one is recruitment. Recruitment is the most challenging task for me lah. Because why? Because recruitment, it's involve a lot of process, like screening through the candidates, like reading their resume, and how you judge the resume. I mean, how you judge a person in only a piece of paper. It's very hard. So, uh, it's a very challenging task to me lah. Hiring the right candidate at the right time for the right position, it can be very difficult. It require a very good team to do the things right. Mm, I think that's all for me lah for the challenges and the enjoyment.
Okay. Okay. So move to the fourth questions. Okay. So Miss Cheryl, so how do you think that people or students who have the interest to work in HR can sustain their passion in this career? Because we know that some people, I mean, that some students they cannot. I mean, that when we talk about HR, that means you are very active person because you are the first person that going to deal with people. You
Yes,
are the
correct.
one lain. Everything okay, refer HR. Okay, kalau interview refer HR. Okay. So
Mm,
how do you, what's the I mean the how do you I mean that what's the method? I mean how to make sure that people I mean that to make sure the student sustain their passions in this career.
okay. In general, lah, not talking about HR or only, to be successful in everything that you do, you have to love what you do. Uh, so same goes to your career. You must have this passion for HR. But to me, in HR, there will always be a role that will fit into your personality. Any kind of personality can fit into HR. Even if you are a bit shy dealing with people directly, because people always say, oh, HR, I need to deal with a lot of people, I need to make engagement, I need to reach out this, I need my public relationship really good. Actually, it's not. If you are a bit shy dealing with people directly, there are more technical role in HR where you can shine and still follow up your interest with human factor lah. uh,
Oh,
like like for example, like me lah, if you like working with computer and calculation of numbers, so the right part in HR is reward and benefit, because this HR function will make you involved in payroll, how you determine the benefit for staff, looking at all the documentation, how you can give them bonus, what is the bonus computation, and then what is you also need to think of what award you need to give to them. So this one not dealing with the person itself, it's with you and your boss only, and with the proper documentation, it's a great choice for you lah. On the other hand, if you like dealing with people, you can involve in recruiting and interviewing people, get to know people, and you can reach out to many organization. That when extrovert people fit in lah. So as you can see here, there's many part of HR that you can suit your personality. So it's up to you. All you need to do is ask yourself what you enjoy the most. So you need to recognize your passion. You need to know your strength and also your weakness, and match all those to suit you in your company. Uh,
okay.
so that's my advice to HR lah. HR students.
Right. Okay. So student, okay, you should listen to Miss Cheryl advice. Okay. Okay, last not least, okay, so the last questions, okay, so now due to the current situation, okay, we relate with pandemic, we relate with the MCO, COVID, okay, so due to the pandemic COVID-19, okay, so have caused tremendous disruptions in life and business as well. So HR is the key to supporting company and catalyze changing in the workplace. So due to adapt to these environments, to adapt to the pandemic, okay, so organization must rethink. They have to re-image and reconsider how they foster talents, okay, deliver the good services, and strengthen their organization through a forward-thinking HR strategy. So, in terms of how they deliver the most compelling work experience. So, in your opinion, so how HR can adapt to the uncertain times, especially during COVID right now? What's your opinion,
Mm.
Miss Cheryl?
Okay, my opinion. I tell based on my experience lah, because the outbreak of this COVID-19 disease, yes, it affect a lot. It affect not just a small company but also national and global economics. Uh, Last year alone, we can see a lot of business, most of it SME, they are struggling to survive, and some eventually closing down. It's so sad. So
Yeah, yeah.
big company also affected. They are downsizing.
Yeah,
Mm.
downsizing, lay off. Yeah, yeah. True.
Yes, that's why. So I could tell you that COVID-19 forced company to operate in new norms lah, and be more flexible to cope with the uncertainties. So
Mhm.
this is where all the HR personnel are working around the clock and taking extraordinary measure to keep their employees safe and at the same time ensure that the company can survive. So based on my experience, COVID-19 has forced HR, our team, to shift to be more responsive in approaching our staff. For instance, during the enforcement of work from home by government last year, company has no choice uh, except to draft specific policy and procedure. So this policy should be clearly spelled out about work from home term and condition, because as you know, this is our first time for most of the company to be working at home. So staff also do not know what it's like to be working from home.
Because we
Some of
only at home, right?
Yes, that's why some of them really take advantage when at home they thought that work from home is a holiday for them. Oh, it's a big no-no. So this is a challenge for us, and we need to make sure employee are really working lah. And in addition to that, this pandemic also forced HR to be more tech savvy. You are involving more in IT, in digitalizing your HR lah, HR practices. So, like this tech savvy thing is to focus. Um, the focus is to make employee be motivated to work remotely lah, and encourage collaboration among each other. Okay, so we also like generate idea on how HR process, HR documentation can be digitalized in terms of staff attendance, how they will punch in and how they will punch out, and so on lah. And on how to keep communication open, how to make sure the relationship is going on, as we now we require social distancing, right? So it's more or less keep us apart. So communication through various platforms like WhatsApp, email, video call, online meeting help us to sustain this relationship lah. Even though we do not meet each other face to face, we still keep in touch. I think that's the HR uh, strategy to adapt in these uncertainty times lah. Uh,
Very good input. Okay, so very very interesting actually. Okay, because yeah, because we are from background of HR, right? So of course HR you have to deal a lot of matters, a lot of issue, and in terms of
yes.
changes in the organization, so everything is referred to HR.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so today we are what you call that, a bit special for today. Okay, because we have alumni from MAIC. Okay, so we have a sharing session with him. Okay, so hello, Mr. Ganesh. Ganesh, hi.
Hi, Miss Hetty,
Hello.
and hi, Lee. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Okay, I'm Ganesh, one of the Masa alumni. Just actually, I'm still fresh. I just finished my studies about 1 year ago when we start our pandemic. Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Today, I just want to share something about my career that I'm doing after my studies during this pandemic. Actually, so I finished my studies like about sorry. All right, can you hear me? Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I finished my studies about I think 2020 May, and then I start my career. I love accounting, okay, but I diploma in business. but I love accounting. So I went for a work as a junior account executive in a logistic organization. And then I worked for about 3 or 4 months. And due to pandemic, I have to be retrenched. Okay, since I'm the one new, everyone is the existing one. So I retrenched, and about 1 month, yeah, I stayed home. And then I got a work from Shopee. Yes, I'm currently working at Shopee. Actually, not in HQ, but my company name is Sycom Berhad, Sycom MSC, which is a multinational company as well. So under MSC Berhad, there's many departments. So in one of the departments is Shopee. So I'm working in a Shopee, but not as a customer service actually. Um, can call as customer service a bit, but I'm working in a dispute department. Okay, so like what I do in dispute, what dispute department do is, as you guys know, there's so many issues currently due to pandemic, late of orders. Like per day, we're having like 14,000 cases of dispute. 14,000. So
Wow.
yeah,
Really?
14,000.
is normal.
What?
Currently, the case is very higher. I think about 20,000 cases, more than that. Okay, due to pandemic, the orders will be late and all. So as you guys know, Malaysian customers are like variants on. So
No
yeah,
patient. Where is my item? Where? Okay.
yeah. Some can understand, some of them they don't understand, because that's why they will dispute the case, because the orders is late, or because there's customers they order like MacBook, like high value items. Even the people got order like golds.
Oh, I
Mostly
see.
Chinese will order goods in Shopee, as I know, because I'm doing dispute cases. So per day, I'll do about 150 cases. So just informing that for a case for me to complete, it will took 3 days. And when I start the case, it will take 15 minutes. So I'll do 150 cases per day. So mainly my job role is have to like resolve the issues, but not the usual issues like the customer service do. My one is like the police report, because there's customers, they don't get the order within the estimated time, and they do report in MCMC and also with police report. So we have our own system, which is called Salesforce, and our dispute system as well. So what we will do is contact the customer, talk to them, and also we will ask the police department, that's the department, and also logistic to involve in the police report and inform them regarding the case. Because as a department, I mean dispute department, currently we are in pandemic, so everyone should understand that. So there will be a late in deliveries, every orders, because even local and also overseas orders, mostly overseas orders and also local as well. Yeah. And about my patient, I also want to justify why I choose like this job, because I'm doing about 8 or 9 months, but I still continuing because I'll do 24/7 actually this work 24/7. But my work is actually 5 days only, 5 days a week, 9:30 to 6:30 or afternoon shift. But I'll work for 24/7 because customers, as you guys know, they always, because as I told, there's a system right for us to access. So we call it bucket, which means my bucket. So in my bucket, every day they will put under 50 cases. So if the customer reply or message, oh, where is my order? Why, blah, 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 I will get notified, which means I'll have a lot of messages. So if I like don't do reply the messages in the weekends or when I go for off days, I die in the next day. Yeah, because I have to start a new case also in the new day.
Yeah. So you have to
And
settle the issue
yeah, settle the previous one. As usually it take 3 working days, because logistic they won't work in weekends. We have to communicate with them, not via calls. I don't use calls. We have our own system called Salesforce, as I told. We will email them and they will reply. Then we will judge case. That's the main job role actually.
Okay. So very interesting, Ganesh. Okay. So
Yeah.
so
Also,
what is it?
also about my company that I joined, right? Sycom Berhad. As I know, because this is my second company, as I know, one of the best company as I know. There's invoice of salary, and my company is like, how to say, vision or mission is to give a flexible time and mind for our workers, which means we have an office in KL, opposite KLCC, RTA Berhad. Okay, there are about 45 floors, I think. Mine is 13th floor. So there's a lot of places that I can go and work. There's no specific you have to do here, you have to do this like this. So for example, regarding my company, if I finish my work earlier, my work finish at 6:30, right? I finish my work at 2 or 3 according to the case. If I can finish in 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I can move anywhere. Like
Ah,
KLCC is nearby, anywhere I can go. There's no issues on that. But 5 p.m. is peak hours for me. I have to be in laptop because 5 p.m. I will cancel the case that there's no replies and all. Actually, this is about my job roles and about my companies.
okay. Don't forget to thanks your HR.
Yeah.
In terms of salary, and then you can, that you can drop off to the KLCC. Don't forget your HR. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
We have our department manager as well.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Thank you, Ganesh. Okay, for your, for the sharing sessions. Okay, very good input today. Okay. So now we already come to the end. Okay.
Actually, I have something to tell.
What is it?
Okay, if anyone is watching this video, our company is currently hiring a lot of workers because a lot of people is loss of job due to pandemic, right? In Shopee, there's always job. There's always job because there's always order, there's always job. So if anyone would like to try, you guys can contact Cyclone in Google or anywhere. Also can contact me lah because I'm not the one.
You can promote in the what you call the Isoba group, right? You can promote.
Yeah, sure. There's LB group, right? I've already informed there before.
Okay, so you have to re-inform again. Sometimes your friends is, some of them not notice about your messages and so on lah. Okay, so inform in the group. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, so comes to the end. So we are already 10:30 already. Okay, so thank you to Miss Cheryl. Okay, so thank you to Ganesh. Okay, sharing your experience, your thoughts. Okay, it can be a good knowledge and input for me as well for the participants. Okay, for that we have to come to the ends of our sessions today. Okay, thank you for your time to be with us. Okay, and then thank you to the participant as well. Okay, so stay safe, be safe. Bye-bye. Okay, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Ganesh.
Okay.
Bye.